Okay, you saw how to save out JPEGs, you saw how to save out GIFs, you saw the options related to each file format, and I hope that makes sense. So once again, as a quick recap, raster images, images that are made up of a lot of color, JPEG, images that are made up of just a few colors, often originating as vector graphics, are going to be saved out as GIFs. PNG is a little bit more of a specialized format. It's a little bit more involved. I'm going to use my chapter title.psd file as my example here. So I look at this and I go, well, it's made up of solid blocks of color, the letters and the strokes going around the letters, so it should be saved out as a GIF. But don't forget, I have transparency, so I might still be thinking GIF, but I have that soft drop shadow, that feathered transparency. So I'm going to have to go with a PNG 24 on this fella. Let me show you how this is going to play out. So I'm going to head back to the file menu, back down to Save for Web and Devices. And of course, the Save for Web and Devices dialog box remembers my previous settings, which were GIF and 32 colors. So that's what I'm seeing here. There's my original. There's the optimized version. And I don't know if you can see in there or not, but because I'm set to GIF, I'm getting the transparency there, but it just chokes on this soft-edged, this drop shadow that I have in there. It's actually filled in the background of that soft-edged transparency with white, with the matte color, again, over on the right-hand side. It just can't handle it, right? So I go, all right, well, that's no good. So I want to go PNG. So I'm going to change my file format to, I'm going to show you PNG 8 just for a moment here. So I'm going to flip over to PNG 8. PNG 8 is virtually identical to the GIF file format. So again, it can't handle the soft edge transparency. So PNG 8 also supports transparency, but it only supports that binary transparency, remember. So the order here is PNG 24. There's a lot that I like about PNG 24. The two things that I like about it the most is number one, it supports that soft edge transparency, so that matte white color is now gone from behind the drop shadow there. And the other thing I like about it is there isn't a whole lot of options to mess around with. I either want transparency or I don't, right? That's about it. And interlaced, do I want to have that? There it is there, the multiple download passes. There we go. That's kind of it. That's all there is to it. I come down to the image size and I might decide to reduce down the width, maybe down to 500 pixels, something like that. But by and large, that's it. That's all there is to saving out PNG 24s. You want to be really careful with PNG 24s though, especially with older browsers. I'm going from memory here, but I believe it's older versions of Internet Explorer have trouble displaying PNG 24s. So there is a go around for that. You can get into some customized CSS code to get your PNG 24s to appear properly in those older versions of Internet Explorer. But showing you that is a little bit above and beyond Photoshop here. But anyway, it is possible to get them to work. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and click on Save. I'm going to save this out as chapter-title.png, or maybe I'll take my hyphen out of there. So I have just chapter-title.png or .ping. I'm saving it into my project files folder. Go ahead and click on Save. And of course, the Save for Web and Devices dialog box does its thing and drops you back into Photoshop.